is still hanging on the back wall. So we have two versions of this model. There we go. So this one you can use as a key. So here we're magnifying the area where this piece usually hides these structures. Oh, this one right here, yeah. So here's that little widened region. So thoracic duct is coming down. This is right over here. Sternocleidomastoid, intestinal trunk, and then you can find the two lumbars at the very bottom. You make sure they're there. There's 1, 2, and intestinal coming across. So there's 1, 2, that very faint line, 3. So intestinal's coming in there. Right lumbar almost goes straight down. Left lumbar is coming up at a slight angle. So we can see the 3 trunks at the bottom of the thoracic duct. We can see the sternocleidomastoid. You can follow the thoracic duct all the way up. And then as you start getting closer to the top, it's magnified right there. So this is looking at it straight on, and you can only see thoracic. But if you look at it slightly from an angle, you can see this right here. So this is otherwise blocked by these vessels. So this is one of the trunks. Would it be jugular, subclavian, or bronchomediastinal? Because it's coming up, and you can see it's connected to collecting vessels along the airways. So that is definitely bronchomediastinal. And that is right bronchomediastinal. Sorry, left bronchomediastinal. It's left. And we can follow it up. It's kind of like a little candy cane. So what 2 trunks are going to be up there? So here's jugular. Wish my cursor didn't disappear, but you see right here? This is jugular coming straight down. And then over here, the rest of it's hidden behind the subclavian vein, is subclavian trunk. So bronchomediastinal is here. It empties into thoracic a little bit lower. And then thoracic keeps going, and then there's jugular, and then subclavian. And then over here, you have a very, very short right lymphatic duct. And just to make sure, there's jugular, subclavian, there's bronchomediastinal. So this one coming over, it's coming from the airway over the vessels. That's right bronchomediastinal. This one right here is? Okay, how about this one? Coming down the neck, right jugular, so this must be right subclavian. So you can see all 9 trunks, you can see the 2 ducts, and then how about all those collections of yellow circles? So these are the ones associated with the mesenteries. We can call them intestinal if you want, or abdominal lymph nodes. These ones up here associated with the airways. This collection here would be axillary. This collection. How about all these white lines all over the place? They're all collecting vessels of varying, sizes. The capillaries are microscopic. We can't see those from this model. We identified the 2 ducts in the 9 trunks, so that leaves you with the rest must be collecting vessels. And then about this organ here, it's part of the lymphatic system, spleen. And then the collection up here in the neck. So we have cervical, axillary, inguinal, intestinal, and bronchial, the ones associated with the airways. That would work. There isn't really a specific name, which is unusual. Where's my rotate? So this is a better view. So what's this little piece here? And we shouldn't have that yellow circle there. There isn't going to be a lymph node on the duct. But this little piece is. Right lymphatic duct. This one coming over, emptying into it. Right bronchomediastinal trunk. This one here. Right jugular trunk, and this one coming in here. Right subclavian trunk. So you have 1, 2, 3 trunks emptying into the right lymphatic duct. And then this is thoracic duct, and this one emptying into it is left jugular. And then again, you can't see bronchomediastinal very well from this view. Has to be more of a side view, so the other image is better for that. But left bronchomediastinal is down here. And then coming over this way would be left subclavian trunk. So I think that pretty much covers it for that one. So the green vessels here, 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 and here, those are collecting vessels. Yeah, lymphatic or lymphoid collecting vessels. And then this blue structure here. Nodule or follicle, lymphatic or lymphoid. Right? So lymphatic follicle or lymphatic nodule, or lymphoid follicle, lymphoid nodule. The dark blue, it's not medulla in this case. It was on the quiz. Germinal center, dominated by which cells? B. And then the rest of it would be the equivalent of cortex. This little network of vessels surrounding the follicle. Lymphatic capillaries. And the name of this lymphatic capillary? Lacteal. And the name of the lymph that collects in the lacteal and eventually passes through the intestinal trunk into cisterna chyli. Chyle. Fatty lymph is chyle. Again, that's connected to the function of transporting fats. And The only other thing would be this model, which we would use for both endocrine and lymphatic, as this structure is part of both. What is it? This part? Thymus. The only model we have of the thymus. So it's a lymphatic organ, but it's also part of the endocrine system because it secretes hormones. So we haven't had a chance to go over these models yet. You haven't had a chance to go over them yet, so let's do that now. And you can grab these off my desk, but there's more intestinal wall models up there. There's another green board.